Hello, I'm Jonathan Beal with Sertodo Copper, and I'm here today to tell you about my favorite tray. This is our Oyster Bar Cart Tray. This thing is good for all kinds of stuff. It's probably one of the most unique trays we make for a couple of reasons. One of my favorite reasons about this tray right here is that I like it so much is the two-tone that we have going on here, and that's kind of part of our process. You know, a lot of what we do, we like just really showing off how we make our goods, and we don't necessarily want to hide how we make these pieces because our process is integral to the finished product. And what we've got here, I just want to point out a detail. You can probably see it there. If you look out here on the outside, it's polished. It's a shiny copper. You can see that shine on that copper there. And then on the inside, it's the patina, and that's what we call our Peacock Patina. And I'm not sure if you can get all of the tones out of there. Cameras are pretty advanced to capture a lot of things, but the human eye catching the light, throwing different directions on here, depending on how the light hits it, there's all kinds of pink tones, sepia tones, purple, blue. I mean, all kinds of stuff is coming out of here. And we do a fire patina on this where we heat it up red hot, quench it in water, or we just bring it up to temperature to see all those colors just coming out of here. And what we do on this one, it's got about an inch depth. Yeah, that's about an inch, maybe a little over an inch, inch and a quarter. And what we do is we put it up on our spinning lathe, just a big disc of copper. So imagine this without the lip here, and then we spin it over. And as it's being spun, our tool, it's called a yema, it's built like a metal thumb, it's just pushing those walls up onto that form. And what that does is that actually burnishes the copper. It's called burnishing. It's another polishing technique. And what it does is it just it brings all the oxidization off the copper. And so we get this nice coloring on here, this nice contrast. And using these trays, you use this tray for pretty much anything you want. Drinks, you can use it for drinks. Oysters, one of my favorite uses for this. Fill it up with some ice, dump a bunch of oysters on there. Pile up crawfish, get a big pile of crawfish on there, that'll be great. I'm getting kind of hungry talking about it because I like to eat. One thing I also want to say about it, like all of our goods, hand hammered. The hammering, you're going to notice, is kind of different from the hammering on our cups. And that's because we have a bigger impact surface area and we're using a different hammer. And you see larger imprints on here. Same thing is happening. It work hardens this material, makes it rigid. Same thing on the outside. We're using a different hammer on the outside because we're hammering on a smaller surface area as opposed to hammering on a flat anvil for doing this. We're hammering on a curved anvil. This piece is sitting over something like that, and there's only so much touch surface on there. So you get a smaller imprint, which is what you would see similar to the cup. I'm just looking at this here. This cup's got a little more of the oval shaped. I think that's maybe for the hole doing that. What we got here is a little more round. That looks like it might be a Tata or Martine working on that, judging by their hammer. And what you get here is you get a polish. You get this nice contrast of this polished copper and this patina copper in there. This is our Oyster Bar Cart Tray. It's 14 inches in diameter, about an inch and a quarter deep. You can use this thing for all kinds of stuff. It's a great little tray. And what you see here, similar to this is my water cup I've been using for a long time, our iced tea cup. This is a brand new one. And you just get that patina, that contrast, and just that really nice complementing there, these two elements. And both of those elements come together in our Oyster Bar Cart Tray. So nice. If you have any questions about our goods or anything that we make, we have been doing this since 1997. The area where we work in Mexico, my tradition that I come out of working this copper goes back 1,000 years. All of our clients, customers, our community of copper, collectively we have a lot of information about using our goods, making them work for you, Everything we make is made to be used. It's made to look good. It's made to last. And if you have any questions about anything regarding our copper, please feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to talk with you. We'd love to hear from you. And we'd love to do business with you. Thank you very much. I'm Jonathan Beal. This is our Sertodo Copper 14-inch Oyster Bar Cart Tray.